Andre, I'll start with you. What did you see on that putback dunk? Is that something that you try and, have the opportunity to throw down a couple times a game and sometimes it works? Or is this sort of just like you see it happen and then you make a play on it?
I think it was just the opportunity presented itself. They didn't box me out, so I tried to crush the glass. And usually I go to the glass off 1 foot trying to get the rebound just because that's my instinct because I'm a 1 foot jumper. But I got to start going with off 2 foot so I can get more rebounds instead of putbacks. But it was, the opportunity just presented itself.
His coach was very upset with the game, but he said that when you play 4 games that are below your competition level, it's bound to happen once in a while, a clunker like this. Do you feel like you're ready just for more competition at this point?
Yeah, I feel like we're real ready, honestly. I mean, not to look ahead of games and things like that, but I feel like a lot of players tonight had the Bahamas in the back of their head and just looking forward to that trip. And it showed in most of the guys' performances tonight. And I mean, guys got to just grow from that and just take it one game at a time, obviously. So, I mean, but now it's here. I mean, people obviously, hopefully we get some momentum built up in practice, things like that. But we're looking forward for the Bahamas.
But Andre, I know you don't never want to absorb those hard fouls and that, but nice to, your teammates had your back and Adama stepping up, you don't want to see Tex either, but nonetheless, guys having your back, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the flagrant, but I think that got me going, made me get into the game more, made me be more competitive on both ends and really just take it personal. After that happened, I kind of approached the game with a different sense of passion, and I started to just bring more energy, so it was a good thing and a bad thing.
Tyrese, you were 2 of 3 coming to the game from the free throw line, and today you went 5 of 7. Is that more of what you're looking for in terms of aggressiveness and getting to the line?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, shooting 4 to 5 free throws a game, kind of. But I'm trying to be 7 for 7, so I gotta work on my free throws still. But the aggression was there for sure today. I mean, not to downgrade Binghamton or anything, but I wasn't trying to settle for jump shots today at all. Wasn't my mindset with smaller defenders, so I feel like I did a good job with that.
Andre, how much did your bench give you a lift when you guys kind of got up to a slow start?
Yeah, I think they do a lot for us. We got a lot of good players on our team, really deep team. A lot of guys that can come off the bench and put the ball in the basket and also defend. So they gave us a huge lift. In the first half, they had the majority of our points. So going into the half, that was a big focus that the bench gave us a big lift, and they did the same in the second. Gaffney always does a good job. Cook always does a good job, and today Jordan really stepped up and gave a good boost on both sides of the floor.
Andre, can you talk about your progression on the defensive end just as the season's progressed?
Yeah, I think I've just bought into what coach is trying to have my role be this year, which is just a lockdown defender, and I'm starting to learn how to use my athleticism on the defensive end when I also know what we're doing and the rotations and stuff like that. I think there were a couple times where I had some mental lapses where I got off my feet on three-point shooters and stuff like that, and once we start playing better teams, I can't do that. So it's just working at it every day mentally and physically.
Tyrese, you've played this kind of energizer bunny role almost in the sense where you kind of, whatever the team needs, you do. How do you kind of come in with that mentality, game in, game out, to kind of, this is a game I want to be aggressive, or this is a game I want to focus on my defense, or vice versa?
It's not just pertaining to certain things I'm going to do in a certain game. I mean, I'm a type of guy where I let the game just come to me anyways while I'm out there. So as you're out there playing, you kind of see where different things were lacking, things like that. So, but my first mindset is to just get rebounds as soon as I'm out there. So that kind of gets me going and gets the team going. And today I did a good job with that on the offensive end in the first couple minutes. Had a lot of offensive rebounds. So that's just the things that I stuck to, and I ended up with 11 rebounds. So, I mean, it just shows I just let it come to me, and whatever the team needs, I'm just there to try to give forth the effort.
Tyrese, are you not a beach guy? I mean, is the reason that you really showed up today when other teammates were thinking about the Bahamas just that you're more mature or focused this year?
It's funny you say that because honestly, I'm not a beach person. I'd rather go in the pool than the beach. I don't like the wet sand and things like that. But it's funny you said that. But no, I was just locked in on this game, getting through this game. I mean, now I'll be able to turn the page after tomorrow's practice. We watch that film and get out there. But I'll be able to turn the page to Auburn after that. But I was just locked in on today's game.
4 games in, what have you guys each kind of, I guess, learned about this team through those 4 games and biggest takeaway?
The biggest takeaway, I would say, in these first 4 games, we are way more mature than last year, and we're more of an unselfish team than last year. I feel like we pass up good shots to get great shots a lot of times. People are driving and spraying it, and we shoot the ball a little better, I feel like, this year. So those are my biggest takeaways from these first 4 games.
Yeah, I have a similar takeaway, just sharing the ball. Everybody wants everybody else to succeed. I like the overall camaraderie of the team, and just we have a very unselfish team, and we go out there and we play hard. I think today we didn't do that to the level that we should have, but we did it good enough to get the job done. But it's got to be better when we go to the Bahamas.
One more. You guys are obviously going to be playing 3 very good teams coming up in the Bahamas. How do you kind of look at that? Is this a chance to prove your team, show where you stand, kind of the national scene? How do you kind of look at the tournament?
Something inside me tells me that we'll perform better because, you can't come out there with the mentality that you're playing against an opponent that's not to the skill level that you guys are like these past games we've had. So I feel like something inside me telling me guys are going to show up this game. So I'm just looking forward to it. First, we just got to get through Auburn, so I'm not worried about the games after that. So right now, the main focus is Auburn, just going out there, locking into the scout, and just being aggressive because we know that they're an aggressive team also.
I just wanted to follow up on your previous answers. When you say you're a more mature and unselfish team, is that just come with the experience and age, or where do you think that comes from?
I have to say that comes with experience, both, honestly. I mean, just being an older guy, playing a lot of college games. I mean, a lot of the seniors here, 5th-year guys, play a lot of college games, know what it is. And we've seen where we slipped last year with being selfish at times or just ball watching, things like that. So I feel like that it comes with just practice. I mean, being around each other for a whole summer, in the off season, things like that. Just guys just wanting to play for one another. It feels good.